you can do. You can hear all kinds of stuff, but until you actually try it and do it, it's not real in your heart. And I became a friend of Israel probably in 1973. I was in my last year of high school, and someone gave me a little pamphlet by David Wilkerson. God bless him, he's at home now. And it spoke about Israel, his love for Israel. I never knew the impact that he had for the land until I read some of the items written about him. But anyway, that was the first time. Another big moment that came in my life was this little book, Our Debt to Israel, that Eric Prince wrote. Every opportunity I get, I always hold it up and say, if you have 10 minutes, read it. Derek wrote this in the mid-70s. It's over on our table there. When I read it, I go, yeah, that makes sense. We have a debt to Israel. The Jewish people gave us the Bible. The Jewish people gave us the apostles. The Jewish people gave us the Messiah, Yeshua. Everything that we have, the olive tree, the root, is the Jewish people. And by God's promise, He brought them back to the land, and that's why we have a heart for Israel. To me, it's a supernatural thing. It's not a brain mentality. I didn't study it in a book. Certainly my high school teachers didn't teach me in the Catholic school I went to. My 1 year of college, the professors, they didn't teach me about it. They tried to deny the faith. It's a heart thing that the Lord puts in your heart. The fact that you're here among 2 million people, probably within an hour of this place, are out there doing something, the fact that you're here already shows that God put that supernatural thing in your heart for the love of Israel and His people. So how do you go from beyond here? You attend these events. You march in the March of Remembrance. That will become an annual event with Yossi and Beit Shofarot. I love how Beit Yeshua has done these feasts every year. That's how I got to know Curtis and Douglas. And then when I put them on YouTube, the whole world gets to see them. And on the Facebook pages, the whole world gets to see them. And so it just connects them. One thing I'll mention last week, I took a few videos during our March of Remembrance up in Concord, or China Grove. And Cathy got to speak at one of the closing moments. And so I videotaped that, along with Yossi's message before and a couple others. And I was checking today on my blog, Lovers People. And the video of Cathy was near the top. Oh man, how'd that happen? Here I was down on floor 5 and she's on top. I know what it is. It's the lipstick. Next time I'm going to wear lipstick. So anyway, all in jest, there's another article on that, Love for His People blog, written by Dr. Bill Gerfeld, who spends 3 months with his wife, Cindy, serving in the land, volunteers, January through March. They've done that the last 5 years. They live in Nashville. He's on our board. He wrote this article, which will come in the next Ahava love letter, called Is Allah the God of the Bible? Well, we know He's not. I got 38 people from Saudi Arabia looking at that. Isn't that exciting?
Yeah.
You can do that too. I live in Pineville. Where's Pineville? Well, it's a little hick town south of Charlotte. And yet people, when you go on Facebook, when you put stuff on YouTube, when you Twitter, all of this social media stuff, people are looking at it. 3-4 minutes of video, they're looking at it. And we are in an era where social media is going to be the way of the future, if not already. We got to be putting our stuff out there. The other side is, so be part of that. Don't shy away from it. Put your pictures of these events on there and be bold about it. I love Israel. Tell the world, I love Israel. Don't be afraid. They need friends. We need to be their friends. I subscribe to this magazine, Israel Today. It's written by a Messianic Jew. I met him in Jerusalem last October. His name is Aviel Schneider. He does this as a business. And every time I get his email, so at every opportunity I have, I'll Facebook one of his articles, stick it on my page. People read that. You can't get the Jerusalem Post Christian edition. There's another way of just keeping up with what's going on in Israel, partnering with them, and by subscribing, you are supporting the economy. The Israel Ministry of Tourism, they have an annual booth at the NRB, National Religious Broadcasters in Nashville. Say that time real fast. I become friends with the guys. Joe Diaz, a Sephardic Jew, runs the office of the Southeast in Atlanta. And I got to know him a little bit more this year, so I write to the Israel Ministry of Tourism and get all this free stuff. The Pilgrim's Map of the Holy Land. I have some more over there, you're welcome to get them. Visit Israel, it'll never be the same, that's a DVD. There's some over there, they're free. You can get them from the Israel Ministry of Tourism. Biblical sites for Christian visitors. Next time you visit Israel, all this stuff, you can get a hold of it, you can pass it on. You can let people know that the land is a good place to be, to support. I enjoy supporting other ministries. I want to be a networker. I want to see unity come between the Gentile and the Jew. That's my heart. I think that's the Lord's heart. Of all the prayers that Jesus prayed, John 17, that they may be one. Yes. Amen. Jonathan Burness, I watch him on TV. He's coming to south of Charlotte here, June 18th, with a gentleman by the name of Laurie Martin, who was a former terrorist born in Bethlehem. Did everything he could to destroy Israel and the Jewish people. He's going to be one of the speakers. I need 8 volunteers to help me usher. So come and support the land of Israel. Derek Prince, again, I worked with him for 8 years, and so I consider him the best Bible teacher that ever lived. He's with the Lord now. He had this proclamations on behalf of Israel that Derek and Ruth prayed on many times. Since I've known about it for probably 10 years now, I make it a habit in my Monday through Friday prayer time to read them out loud, to declare them, to tell the spiritual atmosphere of my house, of the world, that I'm proclaiming, I'm partnering with Israel. So there's a number of things that you can do, and it doesn't cost you money. It's available, and so I would encourage you to do it. I want you to be watching within the next couple of days on Love for His People, INC, YouTube, because I'm going to have Doug on there dancing away, and Curtis, and all these other speakers, and of course Cathy with the lipstick. I'll have her, and I'm sure she'll go to the top. And Yossi, he's on there too. So as you watch these things, you can then forward them to your friends. You can put them on your Facebook. I encourage you to do that. And also, if you have not received a How to Love letter, free of charge, once a week, I'll put it in your inbox. Please don't delete it. I can know who does. And read some encouraging stuff about Israel. Thank you.